What stick would you buy or upgrade for around 200 USD? Pantera. He's holding Tokido's hand. Daigo's holding the Victrix like this. He's like, Tokido, don't let go. Tokido's like, no, I forgot this stick is removable! And as he's falling down into the abyss, Daigo calls out to Tokido, Tokido, I am your
2 months as a has-been.
Joe Hidalgo, thank you for subscribing. So who's a master of UNIST? We will be playing with the Victrix Pro Fight Stick. Oh, I could have shown you here. I keep forgetting that I'm actually in the corner of the screen. As you can see, when I press a button, how awesome is that? How's the Victrix arcade stick? Good question. This is it. This is the stick I've been using since yesterday. I got this on Friday night, and then I made the video on Saturday morning, and then I released the video on Saturday night. I just got it, and I was so excited that I had to make the video as soon as possible. Oh, we should definitely stick with purple today because it's under night inverse. NihongoGamer, would you get your Victrix laser etched? I would love to. Unfortunately, I have no idea when I'll have enough money or time to fly to America, but I've heard on good authority that if you show up to the NorCal Regionals tournament, that you can get it laser etched there at that tournament. Tales of Mr. E. Will the Victrix be your stick of choice to take to events? Probably. I'm not going to promise anything yet, just because you know me, I do like to draw anime waifus on my stick. You know what, I think even if I want to bring my Mad Cats, I will end up bringing the Victrix, and the reason is this. Did you see how fast that was? Look, I can actually put the stick in the game. The removable cable comes straight out, and this can go in my bag without damaging anything else. Something that could be improved on version 2 is there's nowhere to put this. You're supposed to take this off and plug it in there. What am I supposed to do with this when I'm playing? I wish there were a smarter way to connect this to something. Can't you put it where the plug stick? I don't think so. You tricked me. You just wanted me to open the stick so you can hear the click. So I had a good look inside the stick, and I cannot find anywhere that you could put this. It looks like it would go here, right? But no. So I saw the chart. Did you guys see the chart of like which characters are hard to use and which ones are easy? Linné! According to the chart I saw, Linné and Waldstein are actually pretty good to start with. Let's just jump straight into arcade mode. Does Frenchbed have enough money to port to Switch? I don't know if it's about having money. It's more about can they afford to invest? And with it coming up at Evo, I think it'll be worth the investment. Have you tried the sling for the Victrix? Mine didn't come with one. So you can't instant air dash. Whoa! Closest to IAD is an assault or air assault. Okay. What's that? Oh, I remember this now. Yeah, you can press 2 buttons to dash. It's true what they say, that it feels a bit closer to Street Fighter. Hey NihongoGamer, do you see the Victrix being your new go-to stick? I have the Pantera, but the Victrix looks so nice I'm tempted. Honestly, it's cool, and basically yes, I think it probably would be my main stick. But I'll never have the same attachment to it that I can with the ones that have plexiglass on the front. So if you're buying your stick because that's how you demonstrate your individuality, then I still think that a stick with plexiglass, you're gonna like it better. You're not going to break it by dropping it. It has a removable cable. It has RGB lighting. You can take the ball top off. You can change all the buttons for, you know, the standard Sanwa parts in a Vuelix layout. So anything that you can mod on a normal Sanwa layout, you should be able to do with this one. It's got shoulder straps, which are removable if you don't like it. It's got handles, but most importantly, hush! It does that. Lex Cheer, thank you so much for subscribing! Enjoy the emote. We've got 2. Ah! Merkava! My baby dog. What is Merkava? He's the... Haven't you seen the anime? Evangelion? I'm just kidding. What? I have a dive kick! Yo! Basically, I'm doing this because it reminds me of the days when you used to just buy a fighting game and you didn't go into training mode. You just went into arcade mode and you just went ham. You get that instant vibe. Like, what is this game about? If you go into training mode, it's like reading about the game before playing it. But you know, in the arcades, you didn't read about the game before playing it. You just went to the arcades and you just played it. Remind me who wants BB tag again? The cruelty! Whoa! That was cool looking. I was swapping the PCB rather. I'm not that sensitive to lag. I have no idea if it's slower than the Obsidian or slower than the Brook fighting board, but I can't tell the difference. Hey Nihongo, is UNIST worth getting on PC, would you say? I unfortunately don't own a PS4. Well, I don't know how many people play it on PC. You'll have to join like a UNIST Discord or something. If you want to be part of the UNIST boom, the time is now. I'm getting that feeling. Are you guys getting that feeling? That now is the time? The time is now! Platform we're playing on today is PS de la 4. Under Night, Street Fighter, Cross Tag, Dead or Alive, Future Tone, Fighters, Dead or Alive, Extreme 3, the library of a fighting game aficionado. I wouldn't call myself an aficionado, I'd call myself a stick enthusiast. I'm a stick enthusiast. As much as I do like fighting games, I would say that more than being a fighting game person, I'm more of a stick aficionado. SA. Wake up super, that's how we do it. See, it doesn't matter what controller you have as long as you stick to it. The sadness. Can mods ban other mods? Watch me win with just the dive kick. Oh no, one hit left. Yes! That's how it's done. Dive kick only. You gotta win with the dive kick. It's all about the dive kick. Alright. It's dive kick time. Okay, after arcade mode, we're gonna actually learn how to play this character, by the way. If we're doing name drops, Tokido signed my phone. See, it's not even like you played against Tokido, or you took a selfie with Tokido. He just wrote his name on something that isn't even his. I interacted with Mike Ross. That's not even specific. I didn't want to tell you, but I'm Tokido's dad. Kimonomichi 3 tries to beat Daigo again at Street Fighter. Daigo, 10-6. He's holding Tokido's hand. Daigo's holding the Victrix like this. He's like, Tokido, don't let go! Tokido's like, no, I forgot this stick is removable! And as he's falling down into the abyss, Daigo calls out to Tokido, Tokido, I am your father! I didn't know you stream. Oh, well, congratulations, Lays J5. Welcome to the stream. I figured out how to Tiger Knee with her Hadouken. That should have been a kill, huh? What's going on? Did I die? Somebody killed Linnae. I won. Why am I dying? This is the opposite of what I wanted to happen. So pissed. Are there combo challenges? There are, aren't there? Sorry. There's the dive kick. I'm really excited that this is going to be at Evo. Goodbye, Street Fighter. We're playing UNIST now. I just want to play the game that everyone else is playing. Ooh. Unlike Street Fighter, when you jump over someone, you don't end up on the other side. It's like Blaze Blue. What stick would you buy or upgrade for around 200 USD? Pantera. Essentially, I like the Pantera because, a lot like this stick, it's got the layout that I like, which is Victrix. It's got the buttons that I like. Sunwa buttons. It's got a Sunwa stick. If you only need a stick to just function how you need a stick to function, then you're fine with a Razer Pantera, and you can get one for $200. And in fact, I think you can get it cheaply. You can get it for under $200 now that the Pantera Evo's out. If you've been playing for a while, and you now have a little cash saved up, then if I had $350, I wouldn't buy the Pantera, I would buy this. And by the way, they're not paying me to say that at all. It's got flashing lights, It's got this mode where you can set it to only come on when you press buttons. It's got this built in, though remember you can buy the Freak Mods link and attach it to all your other sticks. So this is not a Victrix only feature. It's got the handles, it's got a removable cable, and most importantly, it's got this. I'm gonna rest well tonight. That sound is so good. I'm gonna rest well. Even the original Pantera, you can have custom art. It's a little more tricky. But it's 100% possible. I don't think it looks quite as good as a Mad Catz TE2 Plus. I think Mad Catz looks better with art, in my opinion. But as I gather, once you've removed the plexiglass off the Pantera, it's actually not. It's like a non-issue after that. Once you've removed the plexiglass the first time, it's no problem. If I ever get a stick, it has to have customizable art. Hey, that's Aaron. That's exactly what I thought. I mean, when you think about it, the first stick I ever bought was like a year or two ago. The first real stick. And that's not talking about when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I also had sticks. But I didn't start buying these large, quite professional ones until like a year or two ago. If you guys remember, there's a video where I unboxed the Hori Hayabusa. No, the Hori RAP, which has a picture of a Toho Project character on the front. I think it's Reimu. And the only reason I chose that one was because it was special edition, and it was available on Japanese Amazon, and it had a picture of an anime girl on the front. And I was like, if I'm gonna buy an arcade stick, it has to have cool anime art on the front. So I know exactly where you're coming from. And then after that, I ended up buying the ones that I could draw my own artwork. Cool. Oh man, these walk animations are beautiful. That's really cool. Dude, I love that it tells you the damage right above the hit. That's so sick. Yeah, the training mode in this is really good. Yeah. I like Linne, she's cool. She's stylish too, with the hoodie and the shorts. Or with the spats, whatever you call them. There's also no DP shortcuts in the game, are you serious? Are you serious? But I think without DP shortcuts, that will also change the different kind of combos that are possible in the game. Yeah, this is always the way. I always try to do too many things at once. It just turns out I just need to do one move at a time. Alright, Edgy Berserker. How do the inputs feel? They feel very solid. There's something I mentioned about this stick if you were in the stream yesterday. I mentioned this yesterday, but if anyone wasn't in the stream yesterday, this Victrix Pro FS arcade stick is very, very rigid. So every button you press doesn't like bounce, it just kind of feels like a, I don't know. It's just very, very solid. I assume that it's a little bit closer to the arcades. Except the arcades are also, I'm not sure what surface they're made of. I can't remember, to be honest, but it's very, very solid. So if you like that, you'll like this. I think. B for BC. This is a really long combo, man. I can get this, though. Jeez. And then after that, I still need to press down B? This is hard. I don't know if I have the concentration for this today. Oh no, and then I should have done the down C. Ah, oh, it's so close. B for BC, down. B for C, down. Yo, Spider Payton 34. I'm very sorry that you've come at just the moment that I'm knee deep into this one combo that I can't do. But I will get there. I'm quite determined. Oh, I did the C instead of down C. Oh, the down C, come on, the down C. Oh, so close. Oh, I need to do down and then forward C. I got it. Oh, I did down B. So I just it turned out it was memorizing. Turns out it was just memorizing. Oh man. It was memorizing the second half of that combo. That was the problem. Well, I got there in the end, but it was stressful because I couldn't figure out exactly what was going on. And now I get it. That feels so good to have finished it. Oh man. But that was really important. Instead of giving up, I wanted to work through that and figure out what the problem was. But after the jump cancel, I panic. And so it's the same thing that I have with my inability to do the super at the end of my combos in Street Fighter. When I get to the point when I have to do the super, it's like I've come so far in the combo that if I screw up the super now, it'll be such a waste. And that's what happens with this. When I do the jump cancel, I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen? So I reckon if I try to do it again, it actually won't be that difficult, because now I've figured out how to not panic after the jump cancel. B forward C down, B forward C down. Okay, so I just wanted to prove to myself that I could do it again. Is the stick worth 300? It's worth 350, that's true. Well, whether a stick is worth 350 completely depends on you. That has nothing to do with the company. It costs them a lot of money to make it, and they're charging $350. But if it's not worth $350, basically, the difficult thing with arcade sticks these days, they're designed for games, right? And games are not a solid money-making market yet for pro gamers. So being a pro gamer is a burgeoning market. It could go either way. It could become very professional, and then we have sticks that cost $1,000. People will be showing up with the like $1,000 sticks, absolutely. But if the market doesn't go that way, if esports doesn't take off in that direction, then we could go back to having toys, and the best stick that you can buy being $80 or $90. And that would be considered a premium stick. So, is it worth it? At the moment, there are people who it's very worth it. There are people who are making so much money with Street Fighter that it would make sense for them to have a $1,000 stick or a $2,000 stick. But at the same time, pro gaming is not everyone who plays games is a pro gamer, right? And so there are people who are just at home playing the game casually online, not even in training mode, right? They're not even learning combos, they just want to have fun and just muck about a bit. And for those people, no, of course it's not worth it. $350, you'd be better off buying an entire games console, right? Because this is not doing anything important for you. You're not going to tournaments, you're not relying on this, you don't need the convenience of a removable cable, you don't need flashing lights, you know, on the side. Wait, oh, it's in this mode. You don't need flashing lights that match the purple of your game under Night in Birth. That's a feature that you make worthwhile to you, because that's your industry. Just like, if you play music, basically, I'll say this over and over and over again. If you play music, you will end up spending $100,000 on a bassoon. Do you even know what a bassoon is? A bassoon is a long tube of wood with a bunch of holes in it, and metal keys that help you play separate notes on it. And the bassoon is not an instrument that you can even show up on stage and play like solo. To be honest, you can. There are people who play solo bassoon, but it's very difficult to have a career in solo bassoon, or solo oboe, or solo flute. But if you're in an orchestra, you could be in a very top orchestra that pays you quite well, because there's only like 10 top orchestras in your country maybe, or 5 top orchestras in your country maybe. And for those people, a $100,000 instrument is very worth it. It's totally worth it, because it's their career. So is the question, is the Victrix Pro worth $350? To some people, it's worth more. And to other people, it's a complete waste of money. So it depends on your use case. I hate to answer questions with it depends, but in this case it really does depend. I think the quality of a stick doesn't make much difference compared to the quality of a musical instrument. Joystick 5432, I think actually that's quite true. Having a really expensive stick does not mean that you'll perform better. It could, if you're the type of person who you get more confident when you've got a more expensive stick, sure, it could. But you're absolutely right. when you look at the screen, you're not gonna say, oh wow, he was able to pull off that combo because he's got a stick that somebody else doesn't have. That's not that likely. But in music, you're absolutely right. In music, you can hear, well, it's difficult, it's really, really difficult, but often you can hear the difference between a Stradivarius and some sort of student violin. You know, a $1 million violin versus a $10 violin. There is a difference, and it is a little bit more obvious. But, and here's the other thing I'll say, when arcade sticks cost $50, if you spend another $50 and buy a $100 stick, it's like night and day, completely different. And if you compare, like, let's say, the Kwanba drone, or the Chemba drone, and you compare it to the Mad Cats, right? Which is maybe $200, or Pantera, right? Pantera versus Chemba drone. Okay, so a $100 stick, an $80 stick versus a $200 stick. Night and day, completely different. When you compare a $200 stick and a $350 stick, the difference is less. I would say that actually, yes, it does feel $150 more valuable than the Pantera, but you will see, as products get more and more expensive, as we get closer to $500, $800, $1,000, the returns are diminishing. This happens in pretty much all product design. As you get more expensive, the differences become less and less and less. And so for every $100 extra you pay, you get less of a difference. So for $100 more than the Pantera, you get maybe like a removable stick. For $150 more than the Pantera, you get flashing lights and a removable stick and metal construction. In the future, for maybe $450, you'll get maybe this same stick, but it'll be carbon fiber, so it'll be lighter. And then for $550 in the future, it'll be carbon fiber with a removable stick and lights, and maybe this light will also be orange. The differences will become less and less. It's the law of diminishing returns. The rule of diminishing returns. I want to learn Undernight, but I need some people to play with. Grinning Oni? I'm gonna make a room for Undernight in Birth in the Discord after this. So basically, in the Discord, we've got this new system where you can actually find people to play with by tagging the game name. When you buy stuff from Good Smile, it actually comes with a product code, and you can register it on the internet as a Good Smile supporter. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this cup. I'm also a big fan of coffee. I'm also a big fan of the... it always sounds so sponsored. I'm not sponsored at all by Victrix. Man, it's so much fun. I've had a really good time playing on this stick, and a lot like the material of the cup, you know, because when you taste coffee in fine bone china or in a standard clay-made mug, however they're made, it tastes really different, right? You've noticed this, like when it's smooth, fine bone china, it tastes completely different. And when you play with a stick which is made of aluminium, cold brushed aluminium feels very different. There's also this stick, feels really nice. Lights, shoulder straps, carrying handles, purple lights that phase different colors. A lot of people are going to be excited about showing up on stream for their tournament match holding one of these. I've got a fighting game stream this Friday, so my viewers can laugh at my utter lack of ability. Ivan, good luck with your stream. I hope it goes well. I'll see you in the next NihongoGamer video and or stream. Feel free to become a member on YouTube, or feel free to become a subscriber on Twitch. You get all the emotes and stuff. And I will see you in the next NihongoGamer video or stream. Bye!